Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? All right, High Priestess, Page of Blades, Page of Swords. Somebody wants to ask a very personal question here. The other person's not going to see it coming, but this is someone who can't see a way forward until there's clarity to do with some sort of secrecy, something personal. Yeah, we have the Empress here. So this is the start of something new. It's about going down this path. So if you're the feminine energy, there may be something you want to know. If you feel your intuition's telling you, someone may not be telling you everything, because it is about not being able to move forward. See, not being able to move forward until there's clarity. Yeah, so it has to do with justice. It could have to do with whether someone's married, been married, or something about their marriage, some sort of secret, or it's an energy of something being fair. Yeah, it's about harmony. Yeah, it has to do with truth. Yeah, it has to do with someone who needs to speak truth. And it could be asking the feminine energy this, but this is the start of something new. It's about going down this path. So, yeah, it's all about harmony and being fair. Bit of Libra energy. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, it has to do with, this is an opportunity. This is a fresh new start. Looks like a new relationship. But this has to do with a secret. Yeah, someone's not telling someone something here. Like I feel it is. But it is somebody, their cup runneth over. They're keeping everything all in. See, they're keeping it all in here. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Yeah, see, it's about taking this to the next level. Someone cannot see a way forward. They can't make a decision until they know. Now, it could be how somebody feels, but it also could be someone who maybe came apart from somebody and didn't tell the truth about a marriage, about being married, or a commitment. Yeah, let's have a look at the Empress. Yeah, so you can see opportunity. It could be someone who had other options or opportunities here. But there is opportunity, like I see, but somebody can't see a way forward until there's clarity. Tell me about justice. Yeah, see, it's somebody keeping something to themselves. If someone's secretly in a committed relationship, married, or they're just hiding something. But I feel like you both, see, both of you, kind of keeping it all in, trusting your intuition. I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. It's just clarity. It's getting someone to admit some kind of truth. Now, it could have to do with someone who cut somebody out. Or, I mean, often the King of Swords is cruel or not. Yeah, they can be, but I don't see that. Just a slip of words. Cold is what I meant to say. Come across as a little cold. Yeah. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Oops. We got two here. Yeah. So we have someone in their feelings. See, it has to do with how someone feels too. See, two people just keeping it all in. But it has to do with someone who can't see a way forward until they know how the other person feels. And I do think this is the feminine energy. This is someone has let someone know they're open, how they feel. So they're available anyway. And it's a person who's confident, but this is someone taming that beast. This is someone here, like I say, trying to teach someone else how they want to be treated. But this is someone who's already let somebody know that they care, that they're open, and they're available. What is this King of Swords up to? This is someone maybe overanalyzing, overthinking. Yeah, I don't know if it's a strategy. Oh, no, they got feelings too, so they need to just tell the truth. This is someone who needs to speak truth. If they can't speak the truth, then I feel this feminine can't see a way forward. They can't move forward. This is someone who can't make a decision. Or I think it's just can't move forward, can't go down this path. So it's either two, and it could have to do with two people who come apart, because it has to do with this, the world, which means the world in between. Somebody who was maybe in between relationships and didn't tell someone the truth. Tell me about this King of Cups. It's a masculine, feminine. This is an interesting energy for Virgo, but there's a lot of emotion here. Tell me about the King of Cups. Yeah, it's all about putting in effort. It's about building, making their love, making someone a priority instead of treating like an option. The Empress isn't into being somebody's option or dealing with someone who has other options. And I feel could be someone who was keeping secrets and not telling someone the truth, because I feel the secrets, it has to do with secrets. I feel the feminine already knows the answer. This is someone who probably had other options, or something about a marriage. But it has to do with being fair. It has to do with making someone a priority and putting in effort. Yeah. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Yeah, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Yeah, it has to do with some sort of truth. Maybe it's yourself, Virgo, or if you're the feminine, you could be dealing with another Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn here. And I do see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a little Leo energy, Libra. Yeah, definitely there's some Taurus energy here. But it's just an Empress. I feel this is someone who was confident. They were confident about how they felt, and maybe let this person know they were open, available, or that they had feelings. And this is a person here, like I say, I mean, it could, because it is about someone who's not telling someone everything. I mean, there is a lot of curiosity. Could be someone who's just curious, but they can't move forward, or two people can't come together until there's clarity. I think it's about how two people feel. Because this is a person who often kind of moves a little slow. It's a person who often kind of looks ahead and plans and prepares. So I don't know if someone's preparing themselves to do this, because this is something that's not going anywhere until there's clarity. I think it is about feelings, because this is about a fresh new start and opportunity. See, there's opportunity. It's someone who knows a good thing when they see it. So does the Empress. But someone's hiding something, or the other person does. But I think you both already know. There's love here. There's feelings. There's emotions. I mean, yeah. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. So it has to do with harmony. Again, look at a little mirroring here. You both know. It has to do with commitment, marriage, or just being fair. It's often, see, the King of Blades can be very logical, but it's also someone who comes across as cold. So I don't know if this is somebody who has cut somebody out, but it's a person who has experience. But it's making someone a priority, guaranteed. It's about priorities, because the Empress is nobody's option. Because this is somebody just kind of, well, this is someone who's getting ready to go down another path. And there we have the Tower. So yeah, this is somebody here. It has to do with taking a leap of faith. See, there's something to do with this Tower. So it does look like maybe a sudden end to a relationship or some sort of shock. I think you're going to be shocked at what this person has to say. I do think they're coming forward. I do think this King of Pentacles is looking ahead. It has to do with harmony and being fair. But, I mean, this is some sort of something happening quickly where someone's taking a leap of faith. It has to do with taking a risk, telling someone. See, if somebody doesn't want to tell someone how they feel, they want the other person to take the risk. You tell me how you feel first, and then I'll tell you. Yeah, well, I think this Queen of Cups energy is kind of like, yeah, nope, I'm not moving. I think this is somebody who already has told somebody they had feelings, or they've let them know they're open. Tell me about the strength, because this is someone with a lot of strength. They're taming that beast within themselves, right? This is somebody who usually sacrifices, right? Taking a leap of faith and sacrificing. King of Pentacles is someone who looks before they leap, but they want the other person to take all the risks. Yeah. But why? Tell me about the Fool. Yeah, it has to do with someone who puts on the brakes. See, this is a person who just puts on the brakes. They're trying so hard to not get emotionally invested. Now, if they feel someone's not their type or something's off, I think it's this person here who feels something. This is the person, I think, putting on the brakes. I mean, it could be this person who's done it. But this person here, this Queen of Cups, the person, the feminine energy here is like, I can't move forward until I know the secret. Because I feel like we've got some Cancer Pisces energy here. So whoever you are, you've got, these could be moon, rising, or Venus energies, I feel. Because of all this emotional, the love. Yeah, probably your Venus signs here. I wouldn't be surprised with this. But because I feel this Queen of Cups is taming the beast within themselves, not just teaching someone how they want to be treated. And I do see that. But I also feel the biggest part is not being the one to take the risk, not being the one to sacrifice. But they're confident about how they feel. It's a person who can't move forward till they feel confident the other person feels the same. It's simple as that. So tell me, this is somebody here, speaking truth, this is someone who now feels confident. I do see forgiveness once this person knows, but they need to know. Tell me about the High Priestess down here with Justice. There's something else here. Yeah, now it's the Queen of Pentacles. See, we got the masculine and feminine, both people. Yeah. And we have the Queen of Swords. See, it's both people pretty much feeling the same. But I feel we have someone who already took a risk, already took a leap of faith. Because this is about opportunity, but this is, again, Queen of Pentacles, Empress energy. This is somebody who is not somebody's option. In fact, this is somebody who probably has other options and probably speaking the truth. Or someone wanting to know if someone's seeing other people. But I think it's all about sharing feelings and emotions, and it's about being fair to each other. It's about harmony between the two of you. But this is also, I mean, it could be people here giving you advice, but I feel like it's just the energies. It has to do with someone who already knows the answers they're seeking. It's an energy of being able to feel safe with someone. How do you feel safe with someone if they have other options? Or if they treat you that way and you're not a priority? Because that's what I kind of feel is happening. But it's about feelings and emotions. Somebody puts on the brakes here, I feel. I think it's a feminine who put on the brakes. It took a lot of inner strength to do it, but they couldn't see a way forward because there was secrets or feeling someone's keeping a secret or hiding something. And now that Queen of Swords was coming out here too, which tells me this is someone who probably already knows the truth, may have guessed it. This is someone with experience, an experienced guess more than likely. But like I say, it has to do with something to do with the timing. See, there's opportunity. There's a beautiful opportunity here. But it has to do with two people who need to just speak their minds, speak the truth, and trust your intuition. But this is about feeling safe. The Queen of Pentacles likes to feel safe. comfortable. See, it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel safe. But this is actually two people very much the same, except for the priority part. Yeah, somebody making a relationship love a priority, putting in some effort. Yeah, see, it says nobody got what they wanted here. See, no one got what they wanted. This is someone being kind of, it's coming across as cold, maybe a little smug about it. But yet there's feelings and they don't want to tell the other person. I feel this is someone who's going to just lose out. They're not going to get what they want. Well, they don't want to give the other person what they want. See, they're keeping it all in. But again, I think they're being a little full of themselves. I think they're being foolish because this other person here, this feminine energy, which could be yourself, Virgo feminines, you may have other options coming in. Maybe you both have other options and you're just not saying anything, you see? But I think it has to do with there's opportunity. These are two people who know a good thing when they see it. And these are people who generally, when there's something good comes along, they literally will take it and look at it. But this is all about things being fair. See, this is someone who feels this isn't fair. It doesn't feel safe, that's for sure, if someone has other options. But to me, it's more like, well, fair is fair. If you're going to see other people or treat me like an option, I'm going to do the same. Yeah, this is someone giving someone a piece of their mind. Yeah, they're not the only one with options. But the thing is, this is someone felt confident about how they felt about someone. Yeah, it's a person who wants company, companionship. This is someone who doesn't spend time with anyone. They treat them like an option. And that's what I feel. We all know the Empress is not into that. So there it is. It has to do with change. See, now the tables are turning. This person wants to come in. The masculine wants to come in. I can see it. But they need to speak the truth. And they need to fill the other person's cup. Because if they don't, because this someone, I feel, see, they didn't get what they wanted. Where this person kind of, I feel, let this person know they were open, available, maybe even told someone they had feelings. But the other person didn't do anything. So that's what it's all about. They kept it all into themselves. So I don't know why this person's in that energy. But yeah. See, this is supposed to be something happy, positive. I think this is someone who's probably going to move on if the other person doesn't tell them how they feel. Yeah. Anyone who can't tell someone how they feel after a period of time, like openly, honestly, it's where the other person feels it's time to move on. And that's what I feel is happening. Because it is about the tables turning, where now the feminines feeling like the masculine, like nobody got what they wanted here. It's crazy. Let me just tell me about this King of Cups and about putting in effort. This is someone who focuses on work. They prioritize work. So they're not really that balanced. I mean, maybe they try. They could be telling some truths about some things. They're generally someone who doesn't lie about everything. But when it comes to feelings, this is somebody who's wearing, basically wearing a mask. They don't want to show their true self. And now we have the Chariot. See, it's both people who've done this, put on the brakes. Trying to not be ruled by the emotions. But yeah, someone's starting to... It's all about this house, home, the love of home, family. Yeah, it's all about taking the plunge. The Ice King is about to become the Melted King. Being thought out a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we have 3 masculine energies, so I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised we have a feminine energy here, Virgo, who actually, or Taurus, has other options, maybe even Capricorn, earth sign energy, but that may actually have 3 options. and other opportunities. So the other person has to offer this cup, otherwise I feel the feminine's moving on. Yeah, because it's whether or not someone will change, and that's the thing. Yeah, yeah, whether this person is ready for change. See, whether this is someone who will actually change. Yeah, it's just time to move on. But yet, they're sitting right there. King and Queen of Pentacles. There's so much abundance here. I mean, we have a beautiful Empress, which is, it's just an energy showing the feminine energy as very balanced. Someone who's fair, they keep their life balanced. And it's connecting with the Queen of Cups too. Somebody's in control of their emotions, or not ruled by them, which Empress isn't, neither is the Queen of Pentacles. And this is somebody who doesn't want to be somebody's option. So they're, because someone's treating someone like an option, they're now having to seek out other options. That's what I feel is happening. Yeah, because it is someone single. This is an independent single person. This could be yourself in the feminine here dealing with it. You might be dealing with another Virgo, some of you. Yeah, it's a person procrastinating. See, should I or shouldn't I? Do they love me? Do they not? Like, for crying out loud. Oh my gosh. I mean, look at this. It's just sort of like both people putting on the brakes, staying in control of their emotions. Both people are confident. They have self-control and confident about how they feel. But there's still this procrastinating. Do they love me? Do they not? Now, it could be someone comparing. You could both be comparing one person to another, for that matter. Nothing compares to, well, to love. And nothing compares when you add love to financial stability with two people who are stable. I mean, it doesn't really get a whole lot better than that. And then you have, it's all about working. I think it's somebody prioritizes work over their love life. So now we have the tables turning where this person is now possibly prioritizing their work over their love life. But there certainly is this, do you love me or do you not? Procrastination. Should I reach out? Shouldn't I? Should I tell them the truth? The truth is there's feelings, emotions, or cup runneth over. I mean, there's love, I feel. That's what I think the hidden energy. And like you both already know the answers you're seeking. We have people curious, not moving forward till they hear what they need to hear. Because someone's not telling someone something. But I do think some of you have options, and there's this people around you, somebody who's curious. So I wouldn't be surprised we have an emperor on their way out, empress on their way out, pardon me, opened other options here now. Yeah, tell me about the King of Stones. Yeah, it could be two earth sign energies for you. King of Stones. Yeah, some Taurus energy. See, it's an energy of lack. Somebody ghosting, someone ignoring them. See, not giving the other person what they wanted to fill them. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, see, it's friends of friends. Two people coming together. Yeah, I think we have I believe this Empress is on their way out. The feminine's on their way out. Because somebody ghosting them, ignoring them, there's just a lot of lack. It's like a lack of faith that somebody will come forward and say what they need to, speak the truth and say what they need to say. Now, this is often someone who could be a lack of money, but sometimes the King of Pentacles is someone who, there's another thing with the truth, someone who acts like they don't have money, but they do. And it's about two people just not being on the same page, because I feel truth needs to be spoken. Yeah, the feelings are actually mutual too. I think you both already know the feelings are mutual, but I do think somebody has another person. This is the Empress on their way out, seeking other options. And I do think this person has not only, it's probably the Queen of Pentacles down here on their way out, see, releasing it because they feel the other person's, it doesn't matter if the feelings are mutual if the other person can't communicate truth. But there's still this hope. Yeah, see, this is someone being apprehensive. See, there's still a little bit of hope, but it's like a person's nervous. Do they love me? Do they not? But I still feel, actually, I feel that could be another person coming in. A little bit nervous, but it could be, like I say, the King of Cups. I think there's two King of Pentacles here. Yeah, I think one of them's a Taurus. One of them could be a Virgo or Capricorn. It's not two people. This is like a similar situation. I can see what's going on. That the Empress is keeping their options open now, seeking other options. And then we have the King of Pentacles with the King of Cups. Do they love me? Do they not? And then we have someone who's kind of nervous, wanting to ask the other person out. So there's someone here who acts like they don't have money, acts like they don't love the other person because it's a secret. And then we have the new crush, someone who's a little bit nervous, but I wouldn't be surprised. The original King of Cups energy in here is also nervous because it has to do with telling someone. I think before it's late, because it's, do they love me? Do they not? Should I or shouldn't I? Well, it's either that or the other person moves on, because this is an Empress already letting people know they're open. This is where something new starts happening. The Empress is making this happen, moving on from someone who's procrastinating or maybe even juggling. Someone may have choices, but I don't feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's just, it started with the King of Pentacles. Now we have an Emperor coming out. Yeah, it's a person who needs to level up. See, it's the Emperor and the Empress making this happen. So this person needs to take control and make it happen by telling someone how they feel, because there's another person coming in. And they are a little bit shy and apprehensive or nervous about going down this path coming in. But it's a person who will gain confidence once they know that the other person's interested. So there's people here, definitely. What is this Emperor here going to do? The Emperor generally makes it happen. Yeah, this is somebody here tempering their passions, their emotions, their thoughts. See, preparing. See, it's about getting prepared. Head and heart. Someone needs to follow their heart, because it's a head and heart balance, a struggle between head and heart. Do they love me? Do they not? Should I or shouldn't I? I don't know why. And I'm not so sure the Emperor is actually the original person. I think the Emperor is the new person who's just a little apprehensive right now about telling someone. Not about feelings. About actually going down this path. Maybe their financial situation. Yeah, but it's just a crush. It's just somebody crushing. There's a new crush. Actually, it could be someone new here, or newish, someone in the social sphere. There's all these people. But it's the Emperor who has to make it happen regardless. And there is an Emperor here. There is, I feel, two King of Pentacles, an Emperor. That could be Aries, Sagittarius, or really anyone. There's Leo. There's fire here too. But there's a lot of emotional energy. And this is the Queen of Cups, I feel, is the one putting on the brakes. Taming the beast, staying in control of their emotions, which connects with the Empress. And there is no, this is someone who can't move forward until they know the truth. or they know how someone feels. But then the Emperor's the one who's in control. See, this is where the Empress takes back their power. This is just crazy. Like, it really is. I mean, but it's the Emperor in the end who has to make it happen, because I feel the feminine here already has other options. So if they want to, they need to just make a move and stop procrastinating. See, it's about stop procrastinating. Or someone comparing someone to someone else. There's nothing that compares to an Empress. I wonder if these are both people doing it, where it's time to just move on. I mean, sometimes it's just better to just move on. If people have to procrastinate, they're in love, they have to procrastinate about telling someone how they feel. I mean, that's a problem right there. It shows not being emotionally available or ready, but yet the King of Cups is here. So, see, head and heart, balance between head and heart. Someone needs to follow their heart, or balance between. Nothing wrong with being discerning but eventually, I mean, like I say, it's the Iceman being melted by the King of Cups. I'm melting. See, it's where the emotions start to flow. That's what it's all about. So I would have to say it's the masculine. The Emperor has to make this happen, because the Empress has already, I feel, taken a risk, and they're not taking a risk. And probably because there was a rejection, or the other person ghosted them. So they're definitely won't be doing it. So that's what I see. Whether you're masculine or feminine, that's how I feel. But there is another person here. And if there is an actual Emperor and an Empress, where the feminine's got a couple of choices here, and there is another masculine who is the real Emperor, that's where it's going to go. It has to do with making someone a priority, filling their cup, giving them what they want, so both people get what they want. It's like, why can't you come together face to face and tell each other what the scoop is here? Because this is ridiculous. Yeah. Do they love me? Do they not? Should I or should I not? Should I stay or should I go? That's what I feel like this is all about. It's just because the world is here, which is creating change. The tables are turning, but it's also about somebody moving on, because the Hierophant's there, which means somebody probably will never change. If it's a person coming back around, trying to come in and take control because there's another person coming in, should I or shouldn't I? Should I stay? Should I go? Like, it's enough procrastinating. Yeah, because there is another opportunity on the table. Look at that. Oh, I can see it. Yeah, and I think the other person's kind of procrastinating too, but I feel like the Queen of Pentacles will make that person feel comfortable enough to express themselves. But this is just the start of something new. It's not about someone having to tell someone they love them. It's just the start of it. But it's a fresh new start. It's a resurgence of love. See, there's change. This is a whole new chapter coming in. Yep, there it is. As soon as I said it, change. Someone here may never change. So, well, the Empress is going to just eventually move on. I can see it. So if you're the masculine, it's probably best you hurry up and make a move. Otherwise, this Empress will be open to these other options, which I feel is another earth sign. Take care. See you soon.